Hi, it's Prakash Daniel, stand-up comedian, and you're listening to the Fashion Week. That's right, the world's #1 fashion pod, alright? So, listen lah. It's about clothes and shit.
Fashion Week. The Fashion.
Fashion Weeklings! Oh my god. Almost at the end of season 3, my friend.
Season 3, bro. Fuck.
That's right, I know.
How, man?
We've come a long way, bro.
How did we survive?
Here we are stroking our own podcast cocks.
How have we not been sued yet?
I know. Anyway, welcome back to the Fashion Week. It is the world's #1 fashion pod.
Number 1.
Yeah.
We should open the polls to everybody's mother to see whether it's number 1 or not.
We should,
right?
Put it up on Insta stories.
Yeah, I'm sure all the mothers follow us on Instagram.
That's true. Your mom included.
Yeah, my mom does it.
And she thinks we're the best.
She does double tap all the time, eh?
Still stroking our cocks.
Hey, don't say the word mother and cock in the same sentence.
Sorry. Okay.
Don't be naughty, yeah?
If you guys forgot, my name is Arnold.
No, nobody forgot. My name's Lucas.
Yes, and of course, we are back with another amazing episode.
Amazing.
Okay, nothing short of amazing. Now,
Miracles.
We just want to apologize for putting out an episode a bit late this week.
Arnold was late.
But all things that are good is worth waiting.
Yes,
And what I'm talking
always.
about right now is, of course, our guest, okay, for today. She is a badass fashion model.
Very badass.
One of the finalists on Asia's Next Top Model Cycle
Finalist.
5. Okay, finalist, huh?
You did your research, huh? Very good.
Bro, she is unapologetic for being real.
Very real.
Real AF. And she was also one of our first models for Peso Moda back in the day. One of our first ever lookbooks.
And she also modeled for Royal Selangor.
That's
You
right.
know why? Because I was on that shoot.
Yeah. All right, you know what? Let's waste no more time.
No.
Let's put our hands together, studio audience, for Alicia Amin, baby.
Oh wow!
We got no money for studio audience, but we
Oh wow! Those sound effects are amazing. I really feel like I'm on some like big
Hey.
budget show. It's great.
no
Hi,
expense
guys.
spared. Okay.
Alicia, what are you talking about? We have real people in the studio. Okay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
of
Do
course.
not destroy that illusion.
Yeah.
Break the fucking
No,
fourth wall. Why don't you?
I mean, Merry Christmas to you guys and your new
Yeah.
Thingy.
whatever this is.
Yeah, we got a roadcast.
Yeah. Hey,
Yeah.
Ming Ting, you got it or not?
It's-
Don't have, right?
Oh my God, Lucas.
It's that is the thing that's creating all of the sounds.
Yeah,
the clapping.
Yeah.
No, it's the studio audience. Ayo.
Okay, Alicia, I mean, of course, I'm sure you already follow her on Instagram. If you don't, please do. It's at Hangry.
With 3 eyes.
Yes.
Angry.
How do you spell your handle?
HANGRIII.
I. 3 eyes. Why 3? Yeah?
Guys.
Not just one.
I don't know. Okay, well, I think because the one with just one eye was taken at the time, and then I think
And the 2 eyes was
just wasn't
taken too?
enough. It just wasn't enough. Just add one more extra. It's like when you go and
3 is better than 1. Okay, now this is the first time we've ever had a proper model on our
What are you talking
podcast.
about? I'm a fucking model.
You're a fucking model, huh?
For best and water.
For Peso Mota, everyone's a model, bro.
Yeah, man.
All right, Alicia, thank you so much for gracing us with your presence.
thank you,
Now-
thank you for having me. The honor is mine.
Yeah, no, we had some scheduling conflicts before. We pushed
Busy,
it
say busy.
twice.
lah.
Now, the reason why you couldn't come for the last one is this is a flex, okay? Because she had to go for the Off-White store launch.
Yeah, it's not like we were invited or anything.
I know, right?
Yeah. No, and the initial one before that, somebody was stuck on the toilet.
Yeah.
A while.
Yeah,
Arnold got gastric lah, apparently.
It was me. I had a bit of a tummy issue.
Tummy ache.
So,
but we're here now.
Yes, now we're here finally. Thank you.
Yeah. Now we kick off every segment of every podcast episode with a sweat check. Okay. Now if you don't know what that is, if you watch this podcast enough, or if you listen to us enough,
Nobody listens. What are you talking about, bro?
This is where we check you out. Okay, from head to toe, you tell us what fits you're rocking today, who you're wearing.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yes.
Damn.
So we'll start from head to toe.
Okay.
Now you go. Okay, we'll start with necklace.
Oh, okay.
Where's your bling from?
So my necklace is from LV.
Of course.
Yeah. So yes, thank you, LV. I just recently started working with them, and I bought this though. Like this was a
Right.
personal, Yeah.
And then
LV's not gonna give me anything yet. Like I gotta work for it. I gotta work for it.
I like that. I like
Nice.
that. Yeah.
And then my tube is from Topshop. My jeans are from Levi's. This jacket is I forgot where it's from.
Mink pink.
Yeah, it's from Mink Pink.
Mink
So this
Pink.
is from back when I was studying in Australia. But I'm very skinny, so I'm very cold all the time. So I just bring. Yeah.
That's why not enough heaty foods.
That's why.
You must eat more durian.
No, I eat a lot, but it's just one of those things.
Oh,
Yeah.
so are you one of those people who has like a metabolism rate that works for you? Like, so you eat a lot, but you don't put on weight?
It depends, honestly, because if you sit around and just eat like bread and butter and like peanut butter and Nutella,
sounds good.
that's the kind of stuff that I like to do. And you just do that for like a month straight or like 3 months. That's what I did in Australia. I put on 10 kilos,
10
just like
kilos,
any
ah.
other human being, right?
Really?
Yeah.
That's day to day for me and Anna.
Yeah. I mean, look at us, we're fat boys.
Yeah.
But then I do have to. I mean, I'm a model. I have to watch my weight and stuff
Yep.
like that. I have to fit into sample
Yep.
sizes and those kind of things. Yeah. So while I am genetically blessed to a certain extent, I don't have to worry too much about it. I do have to put in some.
Some effort.
Oh, so modest.
So like gym once a week, like for 20 minutes, and then you're like, bam, stick in.
Well, no, it's okay. So the whole thing, I hate talking about like weight and stuff like that because I don't think I'm qualified. I know I'm not qualified. I know I'm not qualified to give any advice. And
Yep.
like there's so many people who just ask me all the time, like, oh,
How do you lose weight?
How do you lose weight? How do you stay skinny? And for me, this is something that I chose to do. I've been modeling since I was 15.
Yes.
So this is 10 years of me telling myself, yo, if you are not skinny, girl, you ain't gonna make no money. So this is, so I am not qualified to give advice, but it's basically maintenance.
Yeah.
Yep.
That is what has kept me skinny and
Yep.
whatever. And I don't recommend it for anybody,
Yep.
like at all.
See, that's
Please don't.
nice. At least she didn't say,
Yeah.
2 fingers in the mouth. Ha ha. That
God,
one.
Lucas,
At
wow.
least she
Oh
didn't
my
say that,
God.
huh?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I know people who do that, and like
Yeah.
it's sad, but like at the same time, you're kind of like, okay, well, I understand you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah,
But like,
especially
yo,
in your world, right?
Yeah,
But
in the
it's
modern
great
world.
that you don't claim to be like a fashion. I mean, like a health and fitness connoisseur. And some
Advocate.
people they just give advice and they just churn out advice, but they don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
My pet peeve is like you do this exercise for 5 minutes a day for three times a week, fucking 6-pack.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck your 6-pack lah. I draw with a marker pen more like lah.
That's some smart
Hey,
shop
it's not
shit.
draw marker pen, it's contour.
Contour, sorry,
Body contour.
Gotta contour that shit.
Okay, let's get back to the swag check. Okay.
Shoes,
footwear.
This
so-
one is a flex. Team
So
early.
today I came in. Do you want me to bring it for the camera?
No, I'll bring it. So I'll be.
Lucas, bring
So-
her sweet footwear and show the camera what she's wearing today.
So
Oh, wow.
So basically, yes, I'm wearing what I missed the original, well, the second original date for. I'm wearing the Off-White Nike collab. But actually, this was given to me by Nike, not by
Yeah.
Off-White.
Nice.
Off I won't give.
Yeah.
It will be Nike.
What is this one called?
Fucking if I know, man. Zoomfly, I guess.
It's the track
Zoomfly.
runner one
Yeah,
for women.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love it though.
Yeah.
I love it.
It is. Honestly, when I opened the box, I looked at it and I'm like, whoa,
You're
these
confused,
are so big. And then I put them on and I'm like, oh my God, these are like heaven.
Yeah.
Yeah, honestly, I'm pretty sure if I bought these with my own money, I wouldn't wear them as often. Okay. To be fair, the retail is like $650. Like if you can get it
Yeah.
retail, which
Right.
I think you still can in the KLCC store. Like they just
Yep. For a lady size lah.
yeah. But they were like running out like crazy by the time I asked.
Yep.
I might have thought like once or twice, oh, resale value, blah blah blah. But because they give it to me, and you
Yep.
know, it's just it's bad practice, and why would I want to
Yeah,
sell
correct.
stuff that people give me?
There we go.
See?
Yeah.
I practice this too, man.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
People give you or give you discount, right? I don't sell.
Don't be a reseller lah.
Yeah,
man.
don't. Like
No, be a
that's-
reseller, but just be an ethical one, man. Be an ethical one.
But I have resold stuff people have given me.
Because you're a fucking slut.
No, because, okay, to me it's like honestly, in my humble opinion, if you're not gonna wear it, let someone else wear it.
Do they know that you are?
Now they do.
I'm not gonna say who, but this is a long time ago, and you know how you do it? You get your friends to sell it, to put it on
my.
streetwear stuff
Oh
Malaysia
my
on
God.
Facebook.
Okay, so brands, ladies and gentlemen, Anna Low, you can cancel him off your
just
PR.
put me. Lucas Lau, not Luchas. Yeah.
Wow, taking away
Yeah.
my rice bowl, you know.
No, you taking your own rice
Yeah,
bowl away,
man.
dude. You snitched on yourself.
Yeah, man.
okay.
Fucking narked on yourself.
It's okay. I'm not that big of an influencer or whatever, so nobody gives me free stuff
Hey,
anyway.
but still got blue tick. Fuck you.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't change your
Hey,
life.
you know Blue Tick, you can just request for it, right?
I request, but they say no. Not famous enough. Who are you? I'm like, Arnold's friend. I'm Arnold's friend.
Okay, anything else you're wearing today that you might want to shout out?
Woman tees.
Oh yeah, your panties.
Panties.
Underwear.
I just use like normal nude, like black nude undergarments from like La Senza. It's a model thing. I own like all my underwear is just like simple black or nude.
So models don't own lacy
No,
underwear,
I
right?
mean like
Sorry,
I,
Arnold.
no, I do, but then I just have so many black and nude underwear, and I don't know why, right? I lose underwear, like I lose socks.
Yeah.
Maybe
So
not
I
loose.
just keep on.
Maybe Arnold just you know.
Wait,
I don't.
whose places are you leaving them at?
Yeah lah, I don't know. Disgusting Arnold.
No, I have cats. I have to go home and feed them every day.
Okay.
Pussycat.
Feed them underwear. Very good.
Okay, all right. Actually, you know what? I will say that you're one of the more stylish people out there, and I'm not just saying this because you're on our podcast, lah. But of course, you are a model as well, and do you feel the pressure to need to live up to like style and fashion, or are there days where you just don't give a fuck and you just wear like t-shirt and jeans out?
Sweatpants.
Okay,
I
I
love sweatpants.
like thank you guys for thinking that I'm super stylish because it's really weird. I don't actually try at all when it comes to like,
Effortless.
stuff. Okay,
Wow,
no,
I like
no,
it, yeah.
okay, no. Okay, I'm not saying this as a flex, but obviously when it's certain events, let's say the really big ones, I have a designer dressing me, or brands
Yep.
want to engage me and dress me. So then I have the brand, it's either the in-house the brand stylist
Yep.
or the full look from the runway or whatever that's
Yep.
already pre-styled, or my management, or even I personally would just find a stylist and like they would style me for the big events. But on
Yep.
the daily, that I just throw on like whatever and I go out, because it is so tiring for me to curate and think about like outfits and stuff,
Yeah.
because I spend so much time doing that during my during my working hours.
Yep.
And yeah, so
can imagine,
actually
yeah.
so actually maybe I'm blessed because I get a lot of free stuff that is
Yeah.
really cool. So when you put it all together, it just looks like, oh my god, it's a fit. But
Yeah.
padahal like I spent zero money on this because of the by proxy, because of my work.
Yeah.
And and like basically I just got really lucky. And I always boil down to basics. Like I'm always in jeans. Technically, I'm always in jeans and a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Or like a crop or like something,
Yeah.
and not enough clothes or whatever. Like the Malay media like to say. It's just basically that. Like I don't
we're gonna
go-
get there.
Oh, Malay
yeah,
media.
I basically fall into that. I don't try because I'm tired of like
Yeah.
dressing up. Yeah.
Alright, nice. Okay, you know what? I think that wraps up the swag check. With Alicia Amin.
Oh, and I don't match my socks. My socks are like
Okay,
one
okay. You gotta show your. Wow.
Is there a reason for this?
No, I just
Just
like
grab
I said,
socks.
I just grab socks. I always ask Nike to give me socks. Like when they're like, "Oh, do you want anything?" I'm like, "Socks."
Socks. Yeah, fuck yeah.
Because I always lose my socks, man.
Yeah,
Not even
yeah.
sneakers, but socks.
No, socks, bro.
So, no, okay, look. How are you gonna wear the sneakers if you don't have socks?
Yeah, man, just wear without socks, lah.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Okay, that wraps up the swag
Swag.
check. Now we move on to the next segment on this podcast, which is also just as important. Okay, now we know who you are, Alicia Amin. But
Yes, we do.
some of our listeners who are ignorant and don't follow you on Instagram may not know who you are.
Yep.
Okay, now you are a model. Okay, you have been on
Clearly.
Asia's Next Top Model.
Yep.
Now, on the real though, how tough is it being a Malay model in Malaysia in 2019?
Girl model. Girl
Yeah,
model.
a female model. lah.
In 2019, it's actually a lot easier than it was back then in 2010 when I started.
Damn.
Yeah. Damn, it's been 9 years.
Yeah, almost 10 years. Man, like I'm only 24, so next year 25, and almost 10 years.
Yep.
And yeah,
You were a
I've been a long time.
You
man.
were a
I've been-
child when you started modeling.
I was.
Child. Okay, we know you
Yeah.
want to smoke your IQOS
Yeah.
sponsored.
Yeah.
lah,
Go
huh?
ahead, go ahead.
No. I paid for this,
Okay.
guys.
Yeah, IQOS.
I paid for this.
Ni bukan product placement, eh?
Yeah. It just so happens that our last two model, our last two guests are both IQOS people.
I know.
Yeah, there we go.
Shout out
Yeah.
Z Abi.
And Sharon.
Oh, no, Ziavi,
as
Sharin.
well,
Oh, Sharin.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sharin.
Ziavi is a
Sharin.
different one.
Sorry, different brand.
Different brand.
Competitor.
Terrible.
Okay. So yeah. So you think being a model in 2019 now, especially
Yep.
after Asia's Next Top Model?
It's not so much after. Sorry, to interrupt, but like it's not after Asia's Next Top Model. It's just progressing through the times. I mean, in 2010, I remember when I started out, because I'm very daring and like adventurous, and I like to try things, and I like to break the rules, and so I looked around and there weren't really models kind of doing the things that I wanted to do, which were like whether they were like super artsy or like super dark. Like I have a photo that I did with Julian O.
Yep.
Yeah, you guys know Julian,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And so it was. So we did 2 shoots together. One was in this like swamp. Like
A swamp.
he like wrapped me up in this like bandages, literally bandages, and
Okay.
I had like antler, like twig, like
Yeah.
twig.
Oh shit! I think I've
Yeah,
seen.
I've seen
you've
this.
seen this, right?
It's a
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
artsy sort of shot. Yeah.
So that so that was really dark, and like as a model at the time as well, people weren't. I mean, that wasn't your typical kind of
Yep.
photo, photo shoot go to, and you can't really use that for your portfolio.
Right.
But I personally, I liked that, and I
Yep.
wanted to do that.
Yep.
And despite it maybe not, this is like the birth of Instagram as well,
Yeah,
getting the
yeah.
kind
Oh,
of
yeah,
reception.
damn.
2010, yeah, the kind of reception that maybe a normal like portrait or like lingerie photo would have.
Yeah,
It,
yeah.
You know, but it did involve like, I mean, there was one that was like backless.
Yep.
You know, so that did involve nudity almost, like, because
Yep,
you have
yep.
to see my whole back.
Yeah, yeah.
Obviously, I'm not wearing anything.
Yep.
You know, so it was, but those were the kind of things that I liked.
Yep.
But then I got into trouble for it being, oh, you're not wearing anything. I'm like, yeah, but you're looking at my back.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah.
I just can't wear a bra because it's, fuck, I could be wearing nipple tape, dude. Like, how would you know? Can you flip the photo around and see what I'm wearing? No, right? I could have like pasted like a
Yeah.
Pasties, right?
yeah, you know,
Yeah.
I could have, you know, nobody would know. But then I used to get so much slack for even that.
Yep.
And so I was just
When-
kind of
sorry,
like,
sorry, to cut you off. But when you say you're getting slack from whom? Like, is this like generally in the media?
It's just
or-
people
okay,
shouting,
well,
"Hey, tutup aurat lah."
well, on Instagram a little bit. It was like comments and stuff. I mean,
Yep.
fuck, it was like 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
I don't really remember. But also within the industry, well, considering that I was like entry level, maybe it was like the other models or like the people that maybe were thinking about working with me who eventually did. But I can see how being like a 16 or like 17-year-old girl
Yeah,
who was
yeah.
like daring, and
Yep.
although the photos were not sexual, but me
Yep.
being so kind of like, oh, I don't care, I don't mind.
Yep.
People were a bit like, what the fuck is
Yep.
this? You know, like what is going on? So that was the kind of flag that I meant. People were just hesitant, you know, and people really didn't know what I was about. And I'm not from KL as well, so like I'm this like chick that comes from like
Yeah.
JB Singapore,
Right,
And then
right,
like,
right.
I come,
Yeah.
and then I come to KL, and I'm just like, I'm doing all of these things
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
birth of this new like social media
Mm.
app. So it was kind of, you know, it was kind of a weird space, but I have never cared too much about what people
Yeah.
think.
Yep.
Obviously, my parents were a little bit like, "What the hell are you doing?" But then I was like, "Oh, mom, dad, I'm an artist. Leave me alone." You know.
Aku artist.
And now that you're raking in the money, they're like, "Okay, you do you."
yeah, exactly. So okay.
You know, they still Asian parents. They still.
Yeah, yeah.
You know. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh no, I'm sure. And
confirm.
now earlier this year, now going back to the media backlash and stuff, you
Yep.
dealt with some social media backlash, of course, and
Some.
you know, see there you tell them, and even local media. I'm not gonna say which one.
Just say lah, kau motherfuckers out
Picked up
lah.
the story. I work in the media. I cannot laugh.
Okay, sorry, forgot.
Even local media picked up the story, you know, and walk us through what happened here. You know,
Okay, wait. Earlier this year. Okay, which one?
Which one? Which one?
It was a news article. They used to have a newspaper. I don't know if they still have a newspaper. And
what was the incident?
the one what you just said lah. Pretty much like, you know what you. Oh man, I mean, I've read the entire article.
Oh my god!
Oh my
Literally,
God.
Anna
So,
scans
okay.
you. Oh my god, it's scandal.
Okay,
Forward.
okay.
This is how fake news is born, guys.
This is how it starts.
This is how fucking fake
No.
news.
I am gonna drag like 2 brands
Yeah.
in a while
Yeah.
with this.
Yeah.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say the name of the media outlet,
Utusan,
but,
is it?
but we'll bleep it out. Okay, it's a Malay Mail. So Malay Mail online, I found this article.
Okay.
Yeah, and it talked about you know, I guess
Not-
not being
Not being proper.
Correct. Yeah.
Oh.
not the whole like not tutup aurat.
Is that
and all
it?
that.
Oh,
Tell about. You know what? Tell us more.
oh, okay. I mean, so I don't know this article in particular
Yeah,
because I don't.
Because I know made it up probably.
I swear I'll show it to you later.
No, okay, so one of my rules is I don't actually go and like search for like the
Okay, you don't search your
articles.
name, ah.
Yeah, I mean, no, I've done it. I've googled, you know, and I
Yep.
have, and it was not disappointing at all. Like it was very entertaining.
Juicy.
It was, yeah, it was, but it's insane. Like sometimes when I Google my name, the kind of stuff that
That come up with
that
it.
come out, it was crazy. Like there was one. So this, I know. Okay, we'll get back to the Malay
Yeah, yeah.
one. But there was one article. I think sometime last year in like March or April, or beginning of last year, I went to the beach.
Yep.
With my ex-boyfriend.
Yep.
And him and I were together for a long time.
Yep.
So we were at the beach, and I was in a bikini.
Yep.
I mean, like, what else do you wear at the beach? Right? I was in a swimsuit.
Yep.
And we took photos, like people do at the beach. I don't know, like, you know what do you do? You like play in the water and like just like it's okay. Like I'm just trying to describe this so that it's not scandalous at all, because it really isn't. It's
Yeah,
like you know when like you and your partner are like on the
Yep.
beach and you're like putting your hands around each other, and not even in like a sexual way. It's just like that. Or
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Embracing lah.
Yeah. No, embracing, but it's not like an embrace.
Not
where
like
it's
whole butt kind of embrace
yeah,
lah.
it's not. It's like it's
It's
like
like,
one
hey,
of those,
take photo.
Okay, it's not like Riverdale kind of like embrace. It's like the PG-13 type. Like,
Oh,
just-
PG-13.
Yeah, just like your
Yeah.
hands around each other, like over shoulders, kind of like smiling. And oh my god, the headline for that was, what? Alicia Amin beraksi gairah dengan teman lelaki di tepi pantai. And I am like, and I'm thinking like, oh my god, what paparazzi photos are these, right? And I
Yeah,
look,
man.
and these are the photos that I had posted on my Instagram, which were totally like, maybe not like Malaysian standard halal, because we're not married and we're touching.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Halwat.
But
Call
it's, no,
Jais.
but it was crazy. It was just literally the photos of like me and this trip. It had me and like a few other friends and my ex-boyfriend as well.
Yeah.
You know,
Damn.
so like I was very entertained when I went through this, but that I was reminded this is why I don't care or read the kind of articles that come. So I'm sorry, I don't know what
No,
this
no,
Malay
that's
mail.
fine.
I think it was a slow news day lah. I think
No,
so.
it's crazy how they took the picture off your Instagram and wrote about it.
It's like, dude, I posted it. It's not a fucking secret, man.
At least overseas, the paparazzi put in effort. They follow these celebrities around and take
No
pictures.
budget, bro.
This
Budgets
one,
are low, okay?
Nowadays, Instagram, they just whack on it. Okay, oh my God. All right. But so how do you deal with this then?
I don't.
Yeah, so I don't. Did you ever? Does it hurt your feelings or doesn't?
No, I'm always a little bit disappointed when it happens, because I know how powerful the media is
Yep.
in terms of shaping and giving an impression, on like
Yep.
young minds, or maybe not even young minds, just like minds in general.
Yep.
Yeah.
So when things like this come out, it makes it seem like, I mean, I can't dispute that there are people who do care and who do think that these things are wrong, but at the same time, there is no other side that's kind of talking about like our side, like the urban side, that says this
Yep.
is not wrong. Like you have so much media kind of going like, oh, this is wrong, blah 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 blah
Yep.
blah blah. And there's a whole bunch of people who agree with it. Yes, sure, fair, you get that. But then because of, I don't know whether it's the law or like the culture, we don't have an opposite or like an alternate media that kind of goes, fuck you guys, this is fine.
Yeah, yeah.
And I understand that it's fear of getting, I don't know, jailed or summoned or whatever because of all of this like Sharia and like
Yep.
like involving Malays and stuff like that.
Yep.
But I feel like that is what sucks, because if you are a young person or just a person,
Yeah.
kind of trying to find yourself and like going on the internet, this is all you see.
Right.
All you see is this negative connotations around doing normal human being stuff,
Right.
man. I mean, like, okay, like I get it in a lot of people's ideas of Malays and like Muslims, like you would want to not court like lepak tepi pantai in a bikini by the beach. Okay, I get it.
Yeah, yeah.
I get it, right?
Some Muslims don't wear bikinis.
Yeah.
Or
They
own
don't, no, and
bikinis.
that's fine. You know what I mean? But like by me doing this, it doesn't mean that like they make it seem like I'm doing something so wrong. It's like, dude, like I'm really not. I've just chosen to live differently from
Yeah,
you,
man.
and like
Yep.
that's. It's a very weird space
Yeah.
to be in, because at the same time I don't really want to sit there and be, oh fuck you guys are close minded and blah 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 blah. I can't can't
Yeah.
do that.
It's not a fight that you can win.
Yeah.
Right?
No, it's not about winning or not. I mean, I was so for a point in time, for a very long time actually. I did feel that way. I did feel like, oh my God, these people are so narrow, they're so close-minded, they're stupid, they don't know, they don't know what's right and wrong. But then I'm just kind of like, okay, wait, but then that's not their reality.
Yep,
We have a different reality, they have a different reality. The things that are at stake for them are different. The things that they hold on to are different.
Yep, like
And
child marriages, I guess.
Yeah.
That is
Really, Lucas?
Wow.
Really?
Wow. I was
Say no to child marriages.
I was just about to drop something like really you just went straight like
Just
boom.
It's
The
like-
other side doesn't matter at all. No, obviously child
Yep,
marriage
yep.
is like wrong and like
Yep.
fuck that shit, I speak
Fuck
up.
that shit.
I speak up against it like all the time.
Yep.
But I mean, the things that do fall into personal choice, and your own personal preferences on how you want to live your life,
Yep.
like how you dress, whether you want to be intimate with your partner before marriage or not, or polygamy or whatever,
Yeah, that's
right?
on you.
Like those kind of things that don't affect anyone else other than like yourself and like the partner
Whoever's
within a
involved.
consensual
Yep.
blah blah. That whole stint, and I feel like people need to know that there are more than. That there's more than one option,
Yep.
on like how you can go about your life, and they should have the right to choose that.
Yep.
And I feel like being a Malay, you don't really have that. You don't have that available. You can do it. You can do it. If you're not in Terengganu, they won't arrest you for it.
But you have to
Or
deal with the
Kelantan.
uproar.
Yeah, you have to. You
just
just have
get
to
the
deal with the
Malay Mail
uproar.
articles
Yeah,
lah.
you have to deal with the shade. But
Yeah.
like at the end of the day, so far, please do not after this podcast send like some jais or whatever at my door. But like so far, I haven't gotten arrested. I
She's
haven't.
closed her aurat, it's just it's
Yeah.
okay one.
Yeah.
Don't worry guys.
Out of
It's okay.
respect,
Tutup,
okay?
tutup.
Like nobody's come to arrest me. Nobody sent me a fine. And so I'm thinking, okay, so how real are those threats?
Yep.
Is it just a societal sort of backlash?
Yep.
People are just gonna talk shit about you, and if that is the price of you living your best life, then
Then go for it.
do it lah. Like what? Just as long as you know what you're doing, you're not hurting anyone else. I think.
Preach, girlfriend.
Yeah,
Preach.
man. 2019, you see?
2019, man.
Yeah,
Come
it's-
on.
Yeah,
Coming
see, we
into
go from
the
fuck shit to this.
I know.
I
this
tell
is-
you.
Have an open mind.
Yeah,
Oh my
man.
god. Okay. That was really. I think that was really
That's
good. I
very
think
insightful.
a lot of I guess young models listening to this could definitely pick something up. Could definitely learn something from you. And you're only 24.
Even old models lah also lah.
Or old models.
Yeah, even old models.
Well, what is this shit?
No,
What is this
all
shit?
models, not just young,
What
young,
is this
old,
Plus size,
Asian,
small
plus
size.
size, small, Arnold, me.
Okay. Oh man, Alicia Amin is in the studio with us. The podcast living room, as we call
Podcast
it.
living room.
Podcast
Is that what we're gonna call it now?
Yeah. Now let's move on to something not so heavy.
Not so heavy. I'm sorry.
Let's-
I know I
No,
went
no,
like-
that's fine. Oh, spilled some Nescafe on the table.
It's okay, no, we'll leave it here.
It's fine,
We'll
yeah.
leave it here.
So, Nescafe sponsor this pod.
we left it here, let's have it.
Okay, we move on to something lighter. Okay, on a lighter note, since you rocked up in some off-white Nikes today, we cannot let you go without talking about sneakers, baby. All right, now it seems like you only wear Nikes. Can you please explain yourself and reveal your plug?
Reveal it lah. Not everyone gets a pair of off-whites from Nike. Shout out to Nike, yeah.
So, I'm part of the Nike family in Malaysia.
Nice.
Nike family.
That's a flex.
Yes.
Who else is part of this Nike family? Who do we have to assassinate to get a place?
I know, right?
Straight up.
Nah, like, look, if assassination is your thing, I ain't snitching now. So, I am very honored to be in the same ranks and league as people like Arabert, One, Joe
Oh, yes.
Flizzo. Yeah.
True.
So yeah, I don't know whether we're all like the same tier. I don't think so. Joe is obviously like the kingpin as he
Yep.
usually is.
Yes, exactly.
Abang besar.
Come on the pod, Joe.
but don't sell yourself short. I'm sure you're up there.
Yeah. Well, no, okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not some model. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
So yes, so I'm with Nike. They basically pick me up off of like the streets and in the middle of all of the controversy. No. Actually, Nike actually picked me up in the middle of controversy, which was crazy.
Yep.
I personally chose to wait and like hold it out for Nike. Like I had no idea Nike. I didn't know at the time. Or my whole career, I was like, okay, if I get a sponsorship, I want it to be Nike. I love Nike like from the get go. And I was always a Nike girl. And so when, you know, I was getting offers to do other brands, I was kind of like, sorry, you know, like even if they were not, even if they were
them down.
even if they were like
Wow.
non-exclusives, like I think I only did I did 2 other sports brands. One was by accident, actually.
You did it accidentally.
Yeah, so there's like a whole range, and this.
Charles and Keith.
No.
Aldo.
No. No. Okay, I'm not gonna say anything, but. They're not known, or at least I didn't know that they had a sportswear line.
It's fucking Aldo.
Yeah, and so no.
Power shoes.
Yeah, power.
so then I was like, oh, okay, blah 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 blah, and then I double checked with Nike, and I was like, look, blah blah blah, this is it, and they're like, yeah, do it. Like, there's no, there's no issue.
Green light lah.
And then I get to the shoot, and they paid the 50% already, and I'm like, fuck. I'm looking at the shoot, I'm like, fuck.
It's all like sportswear.
Yeah, and then I
Oh
was
my
like,
God.
shit. And then I messaged the person. I was like, please help me. This is what's happening. Blah 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 blah. What do I do? Do I leave the shoot and everything? And they're like, okay, look, like they're paying you. You agreed. I give you the green light. Like just
do it.
Just go on with it. I'll deal with like Nike like on our end. So that was the only time that I fucked up big time.
Yeah.
But then,
She's sorry, by the way.
Yeah, I'm very sorry. No, they know.
Pastor Mota, don't do this lah.
Yeah lah, best of all.
No, I'm just joking.
Yeah,
Your own brand, Arnold.
So you know, and they were really awesome about it, you know, because like sure, like I did my best to communicate and like, you know, made mistakes and everything. But that was sorted. But that was the only time that and it was the worst because it was on brand. And then prior to that, it was like a one-off, like okay, yeah, here's a pair of shoes, take a bunch of photos, and that was I think about 2 years before I got my Nike sponsorship anyway. So yeah, but other than that, I just held it out. Like I got offers for, you know, the big, those yearly contracts. I was just like, I'm sorry. Like I was just hoping and praying, you know. So when I got the call, well, it was a message. It wasn't that great. It wasn't a call. It was a message. But I got the message being like, "Hi, this is Aaron from Nike. Would you like to come in?" I was like,
You just replied with the Nike logo lah.
Hey, we should change our strategy, bro, for Uniqlo.
I know.
I think we should just shut up and just hope they message us.
That's true. Stop
Uniqlo.
saying their name on the spot. Because they're not sponsoring it.
Yeah. Screw you guys.
We're angry.
Your t-shirts are too small.
Hey.
Whoa.
So,
I'm sorry.
wow.
Oh my
I still want Uniqlo.
Lucas.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's so that's me and Nike and how I basically held it. Because I'm gonna say this because a lot of people ask me, recommend me for Nike lah, how to get the sponsorship and blah 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 blah. And honestly, I have no idea how I got it. All I know is that I was a rebel.
Okay.
And at the peak of like my rebellion, and I think I was standing for something that was valid and what I believed in. That's when they swooped in and they were like, hey, like we want to have your back on this. And obviously when, you know, we went through the meeting and they sat down and they spoke to me and they were like, you know, we really like what you do and we really, you know, admire you, but you have to know that like if you do illegal stuff or like you cross the line and you're just downright disrespectful, then that's no more.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, you know, so
You're like Colin Kaepernick taking the knee, you know?
Wow.
you know, honestly, I like when that campaign came out, I was like I cried. Like I was so moved. I feel like that would have been me in like a bigger scale.
There you go.
You know what I mean? Almost
Did you take a knee too?
Kalau perasan lah. Kalau perasan.
The Colin Kaepernick of Malaysia, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow, no, that's a stretch.
No, okay.
I didn't say that.
Obviously, you only wear Nikes now. So what's in your sneaker rotation? What are your top 5 maybe? Okay, you're a model. Okay, you don't only wear sneakers. So what's in your?
No, fuck you. Models always wear
That's
sneakers.
all I wear, man.
Yeah, really?
Okay.
What do you think they wear to go see is fuck?
Jimmy Choo's.
Fuck you.
No, I mean I have like 2 pairs of heels of my own.
Okay.
That like one is black, one is nude.
Okay.
Yeah.
True model like.
So what's in your sneaker rotation right now?
Oh, okay. my top 5. Let me think. Well, so I love my Air Maxes. I have I don't know the colorways by name, but I have the latest, the pastel ones, the holiday collection. But it's out on my Instagram.
Lucas?
Pastel ones, holiday. I'm like,
MX ones?
no,
Okay.
probably
No,
if it's latest, it's like 270 or 720. Probably.
No. Sorry, not MX. Okay, we're gonna start with the Air Force. We're gonna
Okay, there we go. Air Force.
yeah,
lah,
the Air Force, the Air
lah.
Force ones. I messed that up in the caption posting as well. I posted it.
There we go.
Hashtag MX. And then
like,
Ethan was like, hey, hello. I'm like, oh yes, sorry, I just woke up.
She also has the undercover daybreaks, by the way.
my
Oh,
God.
wow.
The red daybreaks.
So the undercovers are my favorite. I have the red ones.
Yes.
They're not out in Malaysia, right?
Flex.
Not really.
you can buy them online.
online.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and then I have these. Wait.
Okay, so you got Air Force ones, you got the undercover daybreaks.
These.
Wow, already.
Yeah, the MX. Sorry, the Air
See?
Force one.
MX.
See, it's all in my head now. My MX. Yeah, it's the F1. It's like the Easter
Yeah.
colors.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, very nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the pastels.
Nice.
Yeah, and then I actually really like the Nike Joyrides, the running recovery ones.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to get a pair.
With the
Really.
beads. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are actually super comfy. And what else? I like the Vapor Max. I like all of them.
Okay.
Honestly, I also have a pair. I have a few Jordans. I have one of the Jordans that are like they've got the weird side laces.
Side thingies.
Yeah, so the laces go up the side.
Sneakerhead in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god! Hey, I don't pretend to be one.
No, that's good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you're not like me, lah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I
Yeah,
pretend.
yeah.
To be, I
You're
pretend
like,
like I know.
Actually, you don't know.
Yeah,
right?
actually.
You don't know. You
Like-
see in his
Yeah.
eyes. It's like, you don't know what you're talking about, right?
Then I go home and
Yeah.
check on StockX.
Oh,
that one. Okay.
Guess what?
Yeah, and then of course my Off-White and Nike the collab.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Good call.
That's very nice, actually. The off-whites are quite fire, I have to say.
yeah.
Would you wear them? No.
Not for me, lah. But I think it looks really good on girls.
It does, yeah. I actually really do like even from the first one, the first collection for the Off-White Nike shoes. No, sorry, not for the women ones. Those
From the
ones-
10.
Yeah, no, the ladies only one, the ones with the spiky bottoms. I love them.
This one, lah.
No, there's one.
Oh,
prior-
really?
Before
Yeah, one
this as
before.
well. The
See, that's me
Kaisers.
pretending to know.
The Kaigers.
Yes, that's what it's
The
called.
Tigers,
The
yeah.
Tigers.
You,
yeah.
you're just letting him talk,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
until he tells you everything, and you go, yeah,
Yeah, that one. Yeah, from the Kaigers and the accompanying collection to this one, and now the ones releasing tomorrow. Solid. I actually really like the shoe, even though people say, hey, at the bottom there's spikes. You know, it looks so stupid. I'm like, dude, it actually looks really nice. I gotta say, it's a good like break from the 10 everyone wears, man.
Yeah, exactly.
If you got the balls to wear this, like I don't know if you have the balls to wear one of these colors, right?
I can't lie. It's not
Not
me.
with that attitude, motherfucker.
Okay. Now, the most important question for Sneaker Talk is Lucas's favorite question. Now, if the government were to move...
Government don't care about you lah.
Hey, if the government were to move you to an island to live
Call
forever,
Langkawi.
to live forever, and you could only bring one pair of sneakers with you,
God.
which pair would those be? It's tough, huh? If you want to say
First of
Converse
all,
Chuck Taylor, they're under Nike. You can say Converse Chuck
Yeah, you can
Taylor.
say Converse.
an island.
Yes. Island.
To live forever.
Yeah.
Live forever.
Not Langkawi, it's like nothing there. No
Yeah,
infrastructure.
Survival style.
Yeah, it's like
survivor.
you get a tent and a hut. That's it.
Correct. And you can only have one pair of sneakers.
Yeah.
Oh, the Joyrides for sure.
Joyrides.
Yeah.
There we go. See?
Yeah, the
I
Joyrides for sure.
actually wouldn't
yeah.
mind a pair, man.
Because they're comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're super comfy and like they're actually. I mean, I've gotten them wet, like running in the mud and stuff,
Yeah,
and they
yeah,
actually
yeah.
dry pretty quick
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So it's
I'm sure
like-
shoes are not the only thing you got people
Yeah.
think wet. Lah.
Ayo, I was waiting. Like, how long is it?
Can I please-
40 minutes?
Can I
okay,
see-
Steal your man,
Can I-
steal your girl, steal your cat. Alicia Amin.
Oh, sorry. I
my
just said-
Jesus.
Thank you.
I
And
gave him that. I gave Arnold that. I knew he was waiting for it. His hand was hovering over
On
the
the
button
button,
for
right?
so long.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. That made me very happy. I think we can end this podcast already. No, okay, that wraps up Sneaker Talk. Okay, we move on to another segment on this episode, on this podcast called Mess With, Don't Mess With. Now, there are a lot of things in your life going on right now, and I'm sure some
How
like.
you know? How
I'm
you
waiting to
know?
see where you come come with this,
Yeah.
man.
You are
This one.
famous, ma.
Oh
so
my
you know,
God.
I'm sure there are a lot of things that you're messing with and you don't mess with.
Yeah.
Some things that you like, some things that you don't like.
Oh my god, I'm scared now.
Because you're a fashion person, you're a model.
Yep.
We'll start with brands.
Okay.
So what are some brands out there that you're messing with right now?
Yeah, don't say Nike, okay? That one is a given.
Ah.
And swoosh is a given. So what are you messing with besides Nike? Skincare. Go.
Skincare.
Skincare, yeah, fuck yeah.
Oh, okay. So skincare, I mess with Fresh.
Fresh, go, yeah.
I mess with L'Occitane.
L'Occitane, yeah.
Yeah,
That's how you say it.
Yeah. I mess with Fresh. Mess with L'Occitane. I mess with what is the name? Clinique.
Clinique, yeah, fuck yeah. Clinique.
But so far I can only afford their makeup remover. I haven't tried
Hey,
exploring.
Clinique sponsor.
I haven't tried exploring into
Yeah.
the other ranges. I mean, well, that's because Fresh is my main skincare routine for everything.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I walked through like the aisles in Sephora and whatever looks nice. I'm one of those, okay? I'm one of
All
those.
about the aesthetics.
About the packaging, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, I do try to do some research. I think there's a brand
Some
called
research. Just a little
like,
bit, huh?
like you look at the bottle, ooh, that's nice, and you go on Google and you read some reviews and like,
Yeah,
oh,
like, this is
okay,
shit. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So what about
Okay.
clothes?
Clothes. So we're gonna go into the range of things that I may not be able to afford yet, but I
Okay.
would really like to.
Go for it.
I mess with LV. I mess with Chanel.
Yes.
I mess with old Celine.
Old
Sorry.
Celine, oh.
I want Celine back.
Oh, okay. So
I mess with
Wow.
Dior.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. With Dior.
What else?
I mess with Alexander McQueen.
Okay.
Yeah. Saint Laurent.
Yep.
What else can I afford? Hermes. It's like, come guys, give me stuff. Cartier.
But going back to the old Celine, right? I heard
Yeah,
someone
yeah.
talk about this recently. Why old Celine and not new Celine? This is where I'm completely
because-
a fashion weakling.
Because old Celine, that was where all of Phoebe Philo, that was all of their
Yes.
identity. All of the lines and the structure, it was there. When they switched, it just kind of
It became
followed trends instead of setting
okay.
trends.
Right.
Yeah.
Celine kind of looks like Saint Laurent now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because Celine is by Eddie Simon now.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. See, you learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Thank you. For,
Yeah, you will forget it next week, one motherfucker.
Thank you for schooling me,
But
guys.
that being said, like you mentioned Dior, I think Dior is the most fucking exciting brand ever now.
Yeah.
I'm so fucking excited, dude.
With the-
you see, yeah.
I think LV is really exciting.
Really?
Yeah.
I do like-
if you see the latest SS20.
Oh, I do like.
Cruise
Cruise,
20.
the-
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that collection is crazy. They really
Yeah.
went all the way with that whole like dark
Yep.
rock, like gothic rock, but like 20s
Yep.
style
A lot of people not liking what Virgil is doing at
for
LV.
the men's.
Yeah, for the men.
Oh,
Sorry,
no,
of course,
that's-
because I'm
that's
looking at it.
bullshit. If someone gave you one of the bags, you'd be like, yes, flex.
Yeah. Because people are saying that it's not that great, but for me, right, the two exciting brands that I'm looking at, like, made me like more interested in high fashion.
Yeah.
Really is what Virgil is doing at LV
And
and
Dior.
what Kim Jones is doing at
Yeah.
Dior.
Dior.
Fuck me, man. Kim Jones can do no wrong. I was having this conversation with Ben from Masters, right? And I was like, this fucking Stussy collab. I'm like, dude, this
Yeah.
is
It's
stupid.
crazy.
Way.
Yeah.
I said, this is damn stupid. I don't know why they're
And
doing
then
this.
you looked at it.
Then I saw it. I was like, okay, I want it.
It's very bright. It's
Yeah.
very colorful.
It's very not Dior.
It's very not Dior, but at the same time, it is
It is.
Dior. It basically what it did is it made
Yeah.
Stussy
Yes.
Dior. It,
Yes.
it made.
Dude.
I can tell both of you are very excited about this.
Yeah, bro. Like if you see the oblique, right?
Hang on, I need to ask you this though, because I was having this conversation with another friend the other day. The Air Diordans one.
Diordans.
The Air
It
Diordans.
could be better. It could be better.
What do you think?
It could be better.
No, it is perfect considering. No. It is perfect considering it is the statement shoe. Nobody said that it's the flagship shoe.
Yeah,
it's the
yeah.
statement. It's simple. It's very close
Yes.
to the Jordans.
I agree.
And all it needs is the. I mean, like that's.
I think
It's literally like throwing like the monogram of a brand on a shoe on a shoe model that already exists. It's just the statement piece, and it got people so hyped up. You know, you don't want to complicate
Dude, I'm
things
so hyped up
too
for it.
early.
the Air Jordans one, you're hyped
yes.
up, right?
Yeah,
Okay, so
I want a pair.
Gibo and I agreed that it looks like something that's out of Petaling Street. Like,
No, dude. Like if you look closer, look at the close-up pictures, right?
Yeah.
It's not just the label that's changed, you know. It's the lining has the monogram on
Yeah.
it, you know, and
Yeah.
not the
have to
swoosh,
zoom.
not the swoosh. No, dude.
Oh, not the
the
swoosh.
tongue lining.
Yeah, you have to
see,
zoom.
You look at
You
it,
have to
right? It has a
research.
Dior patterning.
You know, you can't just look at the headline. You have to read the article.
hey, let's be honest. When you wear these shoes, go out.
No, dude.
Nobody's gonna come close and see your tongue.
But that's the thing about fashion, right?
Yeah.
Like, okay, to a certain extent, it is what people see, but it's also what you know.
It's not for
about-
them, it's
yeah.
for you, bro.
Yes.
Like honestly, I wouldn't pay the retail for it. The retail is said to be $2,000 US.
Wow.
Said to be.
Holy
the
shit, okay.
early pairs on StockX are going for $20K US dollars.
Right. Okay.
But honestly, I would say it's not. I would have expected a bit more, but I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
Like, I think honestly, it's a good first try.
Yeah, you guys have to remember that at the end of the day, fashion it's art.
Yeah.
So everything is a statement,
Yep.
or everything is a it's like a teaser to like the
Yeah.
statement that will come.
Yeah.
You know, so everything. I mean, it's like a whole collection could be
Yes.
basically performance art. Like all of the pieces before the finale piece
Yeah.
could actually just be whatever, or just like showing bits and pieces here and there. So that being said, about
Yeah.
it maybe not being perfect, maybe it's just a teaser of
Yeah,
what
yeah.
they could, you know.
Dude, I'm all for it. Like I can't wait.
You really
to see
are.
And you're,
model.
and you're investing in art. Yeah.
I can't wait to see the collection which is around this shoe. That when it's shown on the runway, how it looks like.
Exactly.
Like I'm most hyped for these type of shoes which are shown on runway as well. Look at the undercover. The undercover Element Reacts was shown in Paris.
But
And
those
when-
are fucking ugly, bro.
no, the fuck you lah. The best shoe. Undercover Element.
Oh,
React
not the
87.
boot one.
No.
Oh,
The
okay.
early when
Okay,
it came out,
yeah,
it
yeah,
came out
alright.
first in Paris.
Oh, the Elements. Okay,
yeah, and the Sakai shoes, they also came out on the Fashion Week. And I'm
That's what I
like-
lost.
When I look at it, I was like, yo.
Sakai,
Yeah.
the waffles.
Yeah.
So the
Yeah,
the one with the thing
the one
sticking out
that
the back.
looked like Crocs.
Oh no.
Oh,
Okay.
Lucas gonna flex his Sakai's now. That one. Yang ni, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
The
still
ones
haven't worn
before
yet.
the okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this one not worn, this
No,
pair.
not one at all, bro.
Oh my God.
Yeah, no special occasion. Get married lah. I wear for you.
You lend me lah, where for you?
Yeah, fuck you lah.
Okay. So, what are you not messing with then in terms of brands right now? Call motherfuckers out.
Call motherfuckers out. I put this away.
Well, I'm not messing with any sports brand that's not Nike.
Oh, okay lah.
Safe.
But of course.
That is the
How
safe
about
answer.
local designers you're messing with?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Local designers that I mess with. I mess with Alia Bastamam, Afiq M.
Afiq M, shout out Afiq.
Yes, Afiq. So Afiq has actually been dressing me since like the start. So ever
Yep.
since I became his campaign girl in 2013,
Yep.
14
Nice.
until today. So every event I try to wear Afiq. The only time I wear other designers is when Afiq doesn't want to pick up my calls.
Afiq, I don't know who you are, but come on the pod.
Afiq is very, very soft spoken, and
Yeah.
he's probably one of the nicest people.
he is super nice, and he is super
Yeah,
sweet.
yeah. Shout out Afiq.
Okay. Pestle Mortar, of course, messing with.
You cannot
Yeah.
just force people to mess with Pestle and Mortar.
Yeah, no, yeah.
All right. Let's move on to something else that's a little bit more relatable to the mass.
Okay.
I'm talking too much about fashion here, guys. Come on, man.
We call it Fashion Week, but okay. Okay.
All right.
Yeah,
Nowadays,
you got a model on this, man. Obviously, I can talk
Yeah,
fashion, man.
Right, no, fair enough. We are a generation where we sit at home on the couch and we order Grab food all day, every day. Okay, I don't know if you do, but if you,
I'm a platinum member.
Yeah, me too, me
there you
too.
go. Yeah. Oh my God, so am
Straight
I.
up.
So many points, I don't know what to do with them. You know,
Yeah.
wow, what a flex. Okay, what are some of your favorite spots to order Grab food from?
Oh, Humble Chef.
Humble Chef, really? Humble Chef?
Yeah, because
Oh. Check
so
you out.
I have been going to Humble Chef actually like from when they were just the truck.
The truck,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
on the word,
yeah,
on
yeah,
the bridge.
yeah.
And help.
Yeah. So Humble Chef is like my number one go, like
Alright,
my
shout out
number one
Humble
go
Chef.
to. Yeah, and like every time I go to the Bukit Damansara outlet,
Yeah,
and,
yeah,
like the
yeah.
owner,
The
like,
shop now.
like, I don't know your name, but then like every time I see you, we have a long conversation. How are you? Oh yeah.
His name is Humble. His name is Humble. Okay.
Yeah, so Humble Chef is my go-to, and I am not kidding. It is my go-to. all I order.
Really? So do you like, dabble with the healthy food, like the vegetarian section, the health section on Grab food? Yeah.
I'm okay. Yeah, I do like Rossum.
Okay.
But I tend to go because Rossum is on top of Afiq M next to Afiq M
Next to-
studio. Yeah, so I go and have Rossum when I'm at Afiq
I
studio.
see.
So out of convenience, not because you really like it.
No, wow. Why would you throw me under the bus?
He does it all the time. Don't worry.
Terrible.
Don't feel special. He's just a
Yeah.
bastard.
Just a question.
Well, yeah, Rossum. What is one in Plaza Damas? Rubber Duck. I like Rubber Duck.
Rubber Duck's good.
Yep,
Yeah,
yep. Sunshine
and then-
Bowl, fuck yeah.
Yeah. No, I like the Coco Van.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, the Coco Van is nicer. I like my chocolate. I'm a sweet tooth.
Yep.
What else? I actually like the Goodness Greens, La Juiceria, like that Rowan. Not because Rowan is my friend.
Okay.
I tried really hard to not like it, but then I do.
Okay, fuck that. How about your fried chicken? What's your favorite fried chicken?
Oh,
Don't tell me you don't have
the
fried
fried chicken at Nasi Lemak Famous.
That's fucked up. You asked her that
Okay.
because she's Malay, right? Ooh.
You are the racist one, man. Everyone loves fried chicken. Not just
Everybody
Malays,
loves fried
okay?
chicken
Fried
lah,
chicken's for
dude.
everybody, yeah?
That's why this is Malaysia, you know.
Yeah, okay.
Sure.
We're not America with some racist agenda.
Yeah, man. Juice, fried chicken, and
That's
waffles.
why. Yeah, we don't have a South here. Okay, the South is Johor. Johor has weird food. I can say that.
Kacang
I lived in
kacang
Johor.
pol. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. So your fried chicken spots, your go-tos?
She said
My
lah.
number one is Nasi Lemak Famous. The fried chicken there is crazy. Yeah, okay. I know a lot of people go like, no, Village Park. Okay, Village Park is okay. In comparison to Nasi Lemak Famous.
Okay,
But I think that's
Famous
just a
is pretty good.
I think that's just a preference thing.
Yeah.
And I also am awake at night more, so the opportunity for me to go to
Yeah.
Famous is a lot more
Village
than
Park closes early, yeah.
than Village Park,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Anything you're not messing with that you want to call out?
Any food?
I don't mess with brands that sell whitening products or brands that go like, oh, you don't have to work out and then you can be skinny.
Yeah,
Right.
fat
I
burners.
don't- yeah.
Olay whitening cream.
Yeah, I don't mess with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this is very important as well. We want to know what you're watching on Netflix. Okay. What are you messing with? Okay. Singapore Social.
Oh my-
Are you messing with Singapore Social?
No, actually, what is that?
Come on!
You
Oh
mean
my God.
you hate watched it?
I hate watch 8 episodes. And you know what? Now,
Oh wait, is Singapore Social the one that's supposed to be kind of reality but not
Yes,
really?
Yes,
yes,
Okay.
yes.
Wait, oh no, wait, that's the one that you were telling me about.
Singapore Social, is it?
Huh? Oh, okay.
yeah, you need to watch
Yeah, I
that.
told you you have studio audience. Huh?
Yeah,
see?
yeah,
Talking to-
yeah, guys. Zah is here.
Hi,
Everybody who
everyone
follows
say hi,
me
Zah. Hi,
knows
Zah.
that Zah is here.
Yeah. So, okay.
So tell us about Singapore Social.
Now, Singapore Social is a reality TV show about.
Is it really reality TV? Or is it like reality?
No reality TV is really reality lah.
Yeah. I mean, it's some of
I
it's
second that.
prompted and stuff. Right? You've been on a reality TV show.
Yeah.
Come
Hey,
on.
my contract over. I can talk about it.
Hey!
Well, that's great because all we have is time. Okay. Anyway, Singapore Social, go watch it. It's 8 episodes. It revolves around 5 Singapore socialites. They're most of them are in their 20s. And,
Yep.
Yep. There's one older guy, and
one.
it's so
Who
bad.
is married to the youngest one? Okay, no, I don't even know this show. I'm not gonna hate on something that I don't know.
It's so bad that it's good. I watched all of it. Now there's this guy, a Singaporean guy on YouTube. He does the commentary.
Oh my god!
For the scenes,
This
dude.
guy-
That
oh
one
my
is
God.
hilarious.
I need to watch
You need
that.
to go and see that.
one.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's better than the show. But watch the show first, lah.
Okay. Noted. So
Okay, Netflix. I just binge watched V Wars in the past 2 days.
V Wars.
V Wars. That's the one with what's his name? The guy that acted as Damon in Vampire Diaries. Ian Somerhalder. Yeah, but this time he's not the vampire. He's immune to the vampire disease. I am a sucker for vampire stuff. Okay,
Sucker for vampire stuff.
Don't come at me. Yeah, that. Wow. I'm a sucker for vampire stuff.
Sorry, sound effects a bit slow. okay.
Yeah. So that Peaky Blinders.
Oh, Peaky fucking Blinders.
Every time someone says Peaky Blinders, you do that
Yeah.
same
Peaky
fucking thing.
fucking
I'm gonna
Blinders.
put it all in the fucking recap. 5 times already,
Dude, they've been so good.
No, it is so good. I've loved it. Vikings.
Okay.
And I recently watched that the movie Marriage Story.
Oh, I haven't seen that. It's it's quite
It was
Adam
his new-
Driver.
Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah.
It was so good. I cried so much. I also am okay. When I watch TV and movies, I get really into it. So I cry
Okay.
and I scream and I laugh. I cannot watch horror because of that.
Right. Do you talk to the characters? Belakang. Go ghost. Is it like that?
No, I'm the kind that will be like, no, why are you doing that? And I'll jump up and then like, if I'm watching it with someone, they'd have to pause it because I've run off to like hyperventilate in a corner. Yeah, I'm not fun to watch stuff with because I get so, like, yeah, like I want to be an actress, so I emulate that, and then I present that I'm them. Yeah.
Hey, it's a good start. Again, it's a good start. It shows that you're not messing with.
Shows that I'm not messing with.
You just
Well,
next
I
top model.
haven't watched them. I wouldn't have watched. Oh,
Yeah.
You just next top model.
I don't mess with Asia's Next Top Model anymore.
Okay.
I didn't mess with it before my season. Okay, I stopped messing with it after I got eliminated. Like I watched the 5 episodes that I was on, and then after that I was like, okay.
Okay, fuck you guys.
No, it wasn't fuck you guys. It's just like, okay,
Yes, I have.
I'm not that interested. Okay, for me, the thing about Asia's Next Top Model that was really disappointing was that I actually thought that it would be like the American one where it's very model and like fashion oriented.
Yeah.
But I guess when you're in Asia, I can understand everybody's trying to make money and we're all bloody Asian.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's just so much sponsored
Yeah,
content,
yeah.
and then you lose a lot of like your artistic integrity, and you don't get to do that, and also the censorships and stuff. It didn't,
Yeah.
so that is why it's not because like I didn't win or whatever. It was just that it became bland. I mean, I was watching my episodes and I'm just like, oh my god, this is so boring. I'm like, oh my god, Alicia, you're so boring. Like, it was a pain to watch myself on TV as well.
Damn.
So
Yep.
like I just generally.
Call motherfuckers out.
Yeah, I just
man.
I call myself out like bitch, why you do that to myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really insightful, actually. The hits interview that we had, you didn't tell me this as well.
You never asked.
Well, I
you
mean,
weren't allowed to ask.
yeah,
as well.
I'm not allowed to ask. No,
Yeah.
Not in front of what's the name? Cindy Bishop. Is that her name? No.
Cindy's cool.
Cindy, yeah.
Cindy's super cool. Yeah.
Yeah, she's very nice. Very nice.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, that wraps up Mess With, Don't Mess With. So it's a good thing that we brought up Asia's Next Top Model because now our new next segment, not new, sorry, our next
New
segment.
segment.
The next segment really revolves around this TV show that you were on. It's called Let's Be Honest, okay? Now, how this game works, you guys already know if you listen to the pod, okay?
This is the one where I can ask you back, right?
Yeah, correct.
Yeah,
correct.
yes,
we take
yes.
turns to ask each other really hard to answer questions, and you must always start with "Let's be honest."
Yep.
Because we are on the world's #1 fashion
Number
pod.
1.
We don't lie to each other. Okay, so we only tell each other the cold hard truth. Now, Alicia, I mean, how this works is we ask you first, then you ask us back, okay?
Yeah, or take turn,
Can I direct it to just one of you or like both?
No, up
Both.
to you.
You guys both
lah,
have
up to you.
Up to you, yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, so let's be honest. Alicia Amin from Asia's Next Top Model, Cycle 5. Which fellow model on Asia's Next Top Model did you absolutely hate? Like you could not stand looking at her face, hearing her voice.
Smelling her hair. I mean,
Yo, if I'm smelling her hair, I don't hate her. Yo. You know. If I did, I'd just be bitter. Like that wouldn't be hate. Okay, no. Okay, being completely honest, and I know this sounds like it's a PR
no,
answer, but
I
it's
love
not.
everybody.
Okay. No, I don't love everybody, but I do not care enough about anybody to hate them unless they've done something like really, really bad to me.
Okay.
Like that's just the kind of person I am. In terms of people that maybe I couldn't stand or that I didn't agree with, I didn't agree with Jenica Sanchez.
One of my
Yeah.
favorites on Instagram, but anyway.
Yeah, she's
Spang Bang.
Yeah, no, wow.
Arnold Spang Bang is quite
Yeah,
big.
she was very she was very bitchy and like
Fucking bitch.
like I get it, that's her personality and that's fine. Like I didn't have an issue with her bitchiness because I guess it wasn't directed to me.
Yep.
But if I had to single out someone who I didn't agree with or whose style I didn't agree with,
Yep.
it would be her, but just simply because I'm not like that. But that didn't mean that I
Hated
hated
her.
her. I mean, I would like we got along like on the show, like we were like whatever because
Yep.
it's just not being fake.
Yeah.
I have a tolerance, a
Right.
very high tolerance. Like you don't affect me, you don't get into my shit, I'm
Yep.
cool. But other than that, the person I disagree with the most would be Jenica, because she was like attacking, you know.
Did you ever
another
have
model.
an altercation with her on the show?
No,
or
I never had altercations with anybody on the show. I was literally the one that held everybody together. Like, I don't know if you realize, but nobody really fought. Like, there was no big fights until I left. Yeah, because I was the one who actually, like, this is off camera and everything. Like, when we were gonna have dinner, everybody was like, "Oh, what do we eat for dinner?" And then I was like, "Oh yeah, let's all cook. I'll cook food, and then I'll cook, and then everybody would
And they
sit down.
poison them. Oh no,
And
no
then,
poison.
like, no, they're all alive. Dude. If I poisoned them, I would have won.
Diarrhea them.
Hey, diarrhea people only get skinnier. You know? You can't-
But okay, since we were talking about just reality shows and how it's not always all real,
Yeah.
how much of this was prompted? You know what I mean?
So it wasn't prompted. It was just you could get a sense that the story producers would kind of have like a plan for you,
Yep.
and like based on the questions that they would ask you during your one-on-one interviews, you could tell. I mean,
Yeah.
like if you were smart,
Yeah.
you could tell that they're trying to like nudge you.
It's all
some-
angled towards
Yeah.
something,
Yeah.
lah, right? Yeah.
And I think for me, I mean, this is not confirmed, but what I felt was they were very disappointed with me because I think because I have a very strong personality and
Yep.
everything, but all of my character and like my angst and this hard assness, it doesn't come from a place of inferiority where I
Yeah,
feel like, I
yeah.
need to prove myself or whatever. I'm very lucky to have already been working, and at the time in the show I was already quite secure with myself and who
Yep.
I was as a model. That when people tried to like off camera, like I got pulled to the side
Yeah.
and they were like, why are you friends with her? She's better than you.
wow.
And like I said this straight up, and I have another one of the other models who was with me, like as a witness, and I said, if she's better than me, then fucking hell, I should be nicer to her. Who the fuck is not nice to people who are better than them?
Your enemies are your closest friends, or whatever,
exactly.
right?
You know, so that and that is how I was, and I think they didn't expect that because I mean when I speak and everything, I'm very assertive. Like I know what I want,
Yep.
but at the same time, I'm not stupid.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I know how to work my way around things. I know how to make things work. Like I'm a survivor. You know, I'm not like I want to fuck shit up for nothing. No, like I want to fuck shit up to survive. You know, no, and that's the thing. Like, I totally respect the girls that did realize what their roles were, and then they did bite into that for the airtime
Right.
and to do what they had to do to get it. I totally respect
It's just
that.
TV.
Yeah.
Because I can't do it, you know,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
that's not who I am.
Yeah.
So yes, that has happened. Like I was kind of singled out.
Yeah.
It wasn't just me. There were like other people who were singled out and
Yeah.
who were requested to do certain things, and
Yeah.
you know whether or not
Play their roles, so to speak.
and whether or not this was true for the other girls. Whether they just said it because they got eliminated and that was like an
Yeah,
excuse.
yeah.
I wouldn't know, but because I had that experience, I do believe them. You know that.
This is fascinating, man.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
This is fascinating stuff. This is a
like-
podcast for another day, another episode.
It's just like reality TV is not real. Just like how gotchas sometimes not real.
Wow.
They are all real, Lucas. Shut the fuck up.
hey, bro, do you have anyone I can gotcha?
Okay.
you, Arno.
Now, Alicia, I mean, it's your turn to ask
Your
us
turn to ask.
a let's be honest question.
Okay, so let's be honest. When was the last time
My
you
God.
disappointed someone, and who?
Oh, every day, man. I disappoint my parents every day.
No lah, serious.
This is for the both of us.
Disappoint.
Yeah, both of you. So
Okay.
now I get two answers. You know.
Fuck.
You
Lucas,
guys
you want to
go.
go first?
You go first, lah. Who is more disappointing, you or me?
When was the last time I disappointed someone? I'm a great guy, you know. I don't really disappoint anybody. Just kidding. Okay. I will say, what is tough, man?
Yeah, it's tough, actually.
Put it on the spot right now.
Disappoint.
I think the last time I really, really disappointed somebody was
Oh, the silence is deafening, man. You got the cricket son. Press the pink, the purple.
All of my existentialism is coming through right now.
wow.
That's quite a good.
Yeah.
I think in general,
Cat got my tongue, man.
maybe I
See,
disappointed Hugh by wanting to leave Person Mota. I don't know because I don't really know.
Yeah.
Because I think he expected me to stay
Yeah.
on and change things with him.
That sucks, man.
Yeah. Sorry, Arnold. Yeah, I think like probably that lah. Probably that. Or maybe I disappointed my new boss lah. for not
joining
being
the
good for
company.
joining, yeah.
Did you lie on your resume?
Just a little bit.
You always lie on your resume.
Answer the question, bitch.
Okay. I cannot think of
Disappoint all your fans, is it?
recently. I cannot think of one specific reason recently, but
What's memorable? One
Okay, yeah,
disappointment.
yeah.
What's memorable?
If you can't remember the most recent one.
Okay.
This is a good question.
Every time this is
Padan muka, guys.
this is
Right?
probably
a good
I came
question.
prepared. I
This
was
is a
like,
good
"Fuck,
question.
what are they gonna ask me?"
probably boring as shit, but like every time, okay, in my mind, I think like I'm a good futsal player or a
my
good
God.
Oh
basketball
my
player.
god!
This is fucking
You let
boring.
your team down every time.
Every time I go and play, right? I don't know, but I mean, it's not that my friends tell me, oh, like you suck or whatever, but I get the
They
vibe.
should. They look at you and like,
Yeah. I get
It's like they look at you and they're like, man, we want to kick him out, but we don't know how to tell him.
Yeah.
they're brutal, you know.
No, lah, it's not because of that. But yeah, I feel like I always disappoint my teammates whenever I play futsal or
Only foot.
basketball.
Just
Only
disappoint everyone.
sports. Only sports.
Oh well, you know.
Are you not a team player? No, I'm joking. Okay, this is going too far.
Yeah, so that I know it's boring lah. I
You
cannot
are
think
damn.
of-
You're actually quite boring.
You know, I cannot think of anything right now.
It's okay. He works in radio. He's playing it safe.
Yeah, I
he knows
know,
how to. He knows how to divert.
Did you disappoint anyone by signing up with Astro just for another?
Oh wow! No, I didn't. Alicia, you're a very smart girl. You know.
Very smart.
Sometimes I.
That was a good question. I think in the top 5 questions,
Jang, jang,
questions for
jang.
sure. Yeah.
Watch out, guys.
Hit her with the next one, please.
Okay, so let's be honest. Of all the Malaysian models whom have previously been on Asia's Next Top Model, who do you think did not deserve to be there? Call motherfuckers out.
Call them out.
Who did I think did not deserve to be there? Who was on?
I also don't know.
had-
I know writes these questions.
Okay, there was you. There was Shikin. There was Melissa Ting.
Melissa Teng,
Melissa
Oh.
Tan.
Tan, yes.
Melissa Tan was on as well.
Oh, I have my answer now.
I think that's it, right?
Sheena. Was
Oh, Sheena Liam.
Sheena.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, no, I know
Oh.
that's another girl. Sharita.
Shari. Oh, was she on Asia's Next Top
Sharita,
Model?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think out of the list, I think based on I remember Sharita because she went on the show with all of these body insecurities, and I think she's a lot better now.
Yep.
So I think she shouldn't have been on it at the time because, I mean, you're going on a modeling show.
Yep.
I think out of all of the insecurities that you could have brought, onto a show, your
Yep.
body insecurities on a modeling show, girl, maybe at the time,
Girl.
maybe at the time you weren't ready for that.
Right,
You
right,
know, but
yeah.
you know what? She went on it anyway, and I went and I was like, oh, I just feel like my thighs are too big, you know, and I was actually asking for like angling help, like,
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yutsai is there, and I'm like, hey, what would you actually do to recommend? Because I feel like I have big thighs. How should I pose? Right? And then they just spun it all off into this whole flossom thing, which I get. But then but then hers was like, I think in the episode she was actually like quite uncomfortable and everything. So I think on a modeling show, if you have body insecurities,
Yeah.
You shouldn't be on a modeling show.
yeah.
But I mean, kudos to you guys, man. I think it takes a lot of balls to be on a modeling show.
Yeah.
You're bearing a lot,
Yeah.
and I guess especially in Asian culture or in Asian
Yeah.
communities,
Yeah.
we're not so used to that sort of
Yep.
exposure, lah. If you know what I'm saying, right? So
Yeah.
yeah, kudos to models
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
But
What
But
a
you know,
boring
like
question.
it's not a boring question. It's just I know how to answer.
PR train, very
got
good.
a politician in the house, lah.
I know,
Hey.
right?
Okay, all right, your turn.
You're excited, are you?
Yeah, all my questions are very hard and deep. Like I
Hard
keep
and deep, just like how Arnold likes it.
It is
Hey,
true.
give me the rim shot, bro.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't do it any other way, baby. Okay, we need to limit sound effects on the show.
Hard and deep. Come on.
Oh come on, just celebrate the new whatever pad
Yeah,
this is, man.
Hard and deep. Let's go.
Okay, all right.
Okay, what was the last thing that you did that you chose that was easy but not the right thing? So like you're in a situation where you
Oh,
either
took the
do
easy way out.
Yeah, where you either do the easy thing or the right thing to do, and you chose the easy thing, and what is it?
Oh.
Chang Chang.
It's probably
Mania-
work based.
Mania deep, you mean the
Mania
questions.
deep.
Okay, so like okay. Honestly, I'm actually like super deep and like super like introspective. I don't know whether it comes through or not, but then I am,
For-
like unfortunately for me, like
for us too, unfortunately.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, no, you go. I really
the
don't
last
know.
time I took the easy way out. I always take the easy way out.
Yeah, man. Easy way is the best way.
In life,
Yeah,
whoever
man.
tells you don't cut any corners, it's bullshit. I always take the
Yeah.
easy way out. Maybe that's why I'm not successful. I'm not rich.
Yeah, man.
The last time, okay lah. Sometimes I think about this, right?
Yep.
Now,
Even if it's a bribe, man.
no, wow. I mean, we've done.
Yeah,
that.
okay. I got.
Okay, go.
So like, I had to take like corporate portraits, right? Recently, like for my job. I tell you, for anyone listening from my place, sorry, it is the easy way out, lah. So like, literally, we had no equipment, no nothing. I could have really done it a lot better. I could have I have researched the place a bit more, recce the location, and it's like 20 people. I do portraits, a group portrait. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna put you all down here, shoot, and pray to God that y'all are smiling in one of the photos, and that's it. They do the portrait also, touch up also, like okay lah, little bit. I was like, fuck this, nobody's gonna see it up close. I'm just gonna do the bare minimum and just shoot it out, like, because my boss was hassling me. Is it ready or not?
I am
like,
definitely going to
fuck
share
that.
this podcast.
Yeah, do it. It's okay.
Like 4 times a day, every day. And then I'm gonna be like,
so-
highlight at minute
So I
segment 4 minute 13.
Yeah, I
Sound
literally
bites.
did it so that it could be fast and not good. So if you're talking about it, maybe I cut maybe 20% of my finishing lah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
just so that I could just get it out. Otherwise, I would spend more time on portraits lah. But yeah.
Okay.
See, that's the kind of person he is,
Yeah,
ladies and gentlemen.
shortcut all the way, man. Fuck that shit.
Oh man.
No, at least I had an answer.
Okay.
Bitch.
Mine takes me all the way to when I was in uni. So I was studying.
When's the last time?
That's a lot
Never
of
mind.
fuck
Okay,
you.
never mind.
No,
Never
that
mind.
was a big one.
Okay, a big.
It's affected my life.
Big one, just like how you like it again.
I
Huh?
was in so when I was in Melbourne as well, just like you.
Okay.
And my final year, I didn't want to come back, so I did a culinary course. A lot of people don't know this. I did a TAFE. Okay, I was supposed to do this TAFE course for 2 years, try to get my PR. But after a year, I was like, oh my god, I hate this so much. I hate being in the kitchen. I just hate putting on the fucking chef outfit. And I mean, no disrespect to chef, like it's an
Yeah,
art
no, it's
form.
hard. Yeah, it's tough. That's why you hated it.
Yeah, I hated it so much, dude. So I finished 1 year, and then I said to my parents, I can't laugh. I'm coming back. So I took the easy way out. I came back, and then I started working in TV.
You took the easy way out, lah. You went for hits.
No, I was working in TV first.
No, dude, you took the easy way out by renewing with hits, bro.
Oh,
When you could have gone full time with the Fashion Week, brought us to greatness, but no, you decide to renew with hits.
Look, man, Uniqlo doesn't even sponsor this pod yet. How are we gonna make money?
Yet.
Hold out.
Yeah.
School of Alicia Amin. Hold out.
Okay, hold on.
That's a good question. Thank you, Alicia.
All right, and that was. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah,
Alicia
man.
Amin, thank
Fuck.
you for getting us to tell our life stories.
Yeah,
exposing the hosts.
Fuck, man. Yeah.
Okay, one last one.
One last
for
one.
Alicia.
Yeah, go ahead, Arnold.
Let's be honest. Do you regret any of your tattoos?
Okay.
We can all answer this actually, since you're all tattooed.
I regret this one. So I have a little like Picasso cat one.
Yeah.
Picasso cat.
That looks like it's drawn on with a pen. I could have drawn
No,
that.
okay. No disrespect to the tattoo artist
Okay.
that did it. I think we were both quite drunk. if you weren't, I'm so sorry. I got it at one of you know those events,
Conventions lah.
No, it wasn't a convention. It was an event in the B.
Where they just invite a tattoo artist and
tattoo
just.
pop up.
Oh, okay.
And I was totally smashed. And I was just kind of went, like, me and a friend got it. Like me and a friend, we want to go, let's get friend tattoos. And then he got, and then he got his on his, like, I think like his ankle or something.
Oh, God.
And I got mine on my arm.
Fucking millennials.
But the thing is,
Don't worry, fine lines can cover up.
a lot of people have drunk tattoos, okay? Not just millennials, okay?
okay.
Yeah, us soccer moms. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, but yeah, so I mean, okay, the only reason I regret it is because when I wanted to continue this and I went back to Julian was like, I am not going to do anything until you remove that. So I'm like,
Yeah, there we go, Julian.
Good
Julian,
call.
Oh, good call, Julian.
yeah.
How about you? Do you get any of that?
Yeah, my first one, which is the A on my calf. Oh, I regret that one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I knew it.
Because
I looked at it, I was like,
a lot of people say it looks like the Sampurna logo.
yeah, it does.
So, hey,
Oh my
why-
god, did you get that gothic font?
Yeah, the old English A. So I was like, hey, why do you like to smoke Sampurna? Why do you get the Sampurna logo on your leg? I'm like, oh my god, I never thought about that.
Yeah, yeah. I have one on my left calf, which is just the last line of the Great Gatsby. So usually people get like text very small, right? I decided to do my whole calf. And it's supposed to have like waves. It's like
Right.
it's supposed to be on like waves because Great Gatsby, the last part is of water, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Fucker, it looks like just someone chanting like that. No disrespect, because actually it's not finished yet. My tattoo artist is in Singapore. But she went around the world for 1 year. And then that was honestly 4 or 5 years ago. And I was like, I haven't wanted to continue it. So if there's any tattoo that I'm lasering off, sorry Jade, I'm lasering this one.
But that's the
off.
thing with tattoos, right? You shouldn't, if uncompleted tattoos shouldn't be left too long because after a while you get lazy.
You get lazy.
Yeah, and it's
the
like
color doesn't like
Yeah.
gel. One is like
Correct.
flattened. One is like man.
a little
Yeah.
bit of advice there for
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my waves look like dicks.
All right, very nice. All right, that's we appreciate you being very honest, Alicia. I mean, that wraps up. Let's be honest. Now we're almost at the end of this podcast episode.
Thankfully.
Yes.
No dick jokes yet.
No dick jokes yet. Alicia Amin is a politician. You know, we
Yeah.
love it. You're so well trained, PR wise.
PR train.
Now, this next segment is has to do with money and the other sex. It's called "You Can't Do It with No Do It." Okay. Alright.
Did you guys just whisper sex?
No, we didn't whisper. We are sex. Like majorly like.
Okay.
Now we kick off this segment by asking all of our guests, and they answer very honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. They all answer honestly.
How much money do you make?
In a month.
Not enough.
Good month.
Is that everyone's answer?
Oh no.
No. Some people have actually told us how
Some
much.
people they
earn.
break it down
Yeah,
with
yeah.
how many Myvis you can buy,
Yeah,
how
yeah.
many LV
Yeah.
necklaces you can buy,
Yeah.
how many Chanel bags you can buy.
So, because obviously you're a freelance model, right? So you don't get a set wage. You can
Yeah.
tell us what your best month is.
Spill, man, spill.
Your best month.
Well, I can tell you what I have to make, right? to
Oh,
not-
nice. Yeah, that's also good. Yeah,
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you what I have to make so that
Yep.
I'm not behind. So I'm still figuring out whether it's like stupid or it was smart. My
Okay.
dad will tell me that it's smart
Yeah.
because it was his idea. So my dad conned me into buying a property.
Oh no,
same,
it's smart.
Same as mine. My story is
No,
the same.
it's smart. It's smart.
Yeah.
It's smart.
No, I fucking hate it, man. Like seriously.
Because it's a commitment.
Yeah,
Is it completed yet?
Yeah, no, not yet. So I'm paying for a piece of fucking paper, dude. Like seriously, like everybody, I know everybody in my life hears about it all the time. Every time money is brought up, I'm like, I have to pay for a piece of paper. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have to pay for an apartment.
Yep.
In Segambut. So
Okay.
I got it at a fairly good price.
All right.
But because I'm a freelancer,
Yep.
I have a second person, which is my dad on
Yeah,
the loan.
the guarantor.
Yeah, the guarantor, but my dad was like, I ain't paying for shit. So the loan is actually only 14 years.
Oh, okay.
14 years.
Only 1/4. So yes, I will
yeah.
I will own the house sooner,
Yeah.
but I'm paying a ridiculous
Holy
amount
shit.
of money. It is
Through your nose, lah.
Dude.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
Okay.
so that one is about like 6,000 maybe.
Yeah,
just for the house.
Damn.
Yeah. So that is just that is just my base. That's not even my rent for like my house that I have to pay. So
Alright, just throw the numbers out.
So when I calculate everything out, I actually kind of have to go maybe like 12 or like 13,000 a month. I don't always make that.
Right.
But then the months that I do, I have to make up for the months that I didn't.
I see.
Yeah.
So it all evens
Yeah.
out, lah. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Evening.
No, but
It evens and then it doesn't even, and then
Yeah.
you see something that you really, really want and you buy.
And then you
see
don't even for a while.
Yeah, and then you see an LV necklace and then you don't want to wait for them to give you the necklace.
You're
just
like, you know
buy,
what, you just buy it.
Yeah, and then
Damn.
so I don't know whether people think that I have help from my parents or not. I think people do because my dad's a heart surgeon.
Yep.
And my mom's a lawyer.
Yep.
But my family's divorced, so like there's a whole like divorce shit
Right.
spiel with that.
Yeah.
But I have been fully self-reliant since I came back from Australia. So that's maybe like when did I come back? About 3 years ago. So about 3 years ago, I just basically built from zero. I'm coming back from Australia. You don't have anything, right?
Yeah.
So it was a really good time. It's just next top model because then it boomed.
Right.
Nice.
I was back like 6 months living in my parents' house and
Yep.
then saved up money, whatever, boom, moved out
Yep.
straight away.
Nice.
And then I built everything up from
Yo,
there.
That's
yeah.
a flex, man.
Yo,
How old
that's
are you?
hella
24.
flex.
24.
Yeah,
24.
I am struggling.
But, hey, think about it this way, right? 24 plus 14 years are 30. What 38?
38.
You own a place.
Yeah,
Oh, I
exactly.
mean 13 years now.
And let's not talk about
yeah,
that.
see, there you
Yeah.
go.
Hey, but let's not talk about
27.
that. Let's just say it completes in like X amount of years, right? And then see the
I
price.
sell or I rent. Yeah.
You say-
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know whether you can sell at this point with all of the.
You can't.
Yeah,
I mean, you.
I mean, the property bubble is like.
But you know, in 13 years, you don't know.
and
you know
you'll
what I mean?
incur real properties gain tax if you sell too early. You cannot. Oh, you see, this is see, we went from fuck shit to like fashion now property. Yeah, but
This
hey,
is very
you're,
comprehensive.
you're in
It
a
is,
good.
it
Actually,
is.
you're in quite a good position.
Yeah. See,
Not
it's
bad, not
better than spending money on buying a fucking like a Mercedes Benz that you can barely
Oh,
afford.
I have to pay for a car. Yeah.
I don't mind a Merc lah.
Oh
if
yeah,
you
but
ask
you know,
me.
but the good thing is it's an investment. You know, it's
Yeah.
not a fucking liability,
Yeah,
lah,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I mean, it
Not
doesn't
bad.
feel it doesn't feel that way. Obviously, at that point in time, and again, like fully understanding like my privilege. I have a parent who
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
I can put like their name against.
Yeah.
Mine.
yeah.
It kind of made my life harder in a way because it's 14 years instead of like a
Yeah,
full,
damn.
instead of
Full
like a
40
full
years or
yeah
something.
35
Yeah,
35, 40 years.
35
Yeah.
years or something. Yeah.
But you know, I guess you win some, you lose some lah. You know.
Damn.
It's
Well,
a-
props to you, man. That's
yeah.
like a
Right.
amazing discovery.
You know what?
lah. Yeah.
24 years old, baby. Homeowner. All right. It's a marathon.
Hey, you
Remember?
like those buttons, huh? You like those buttons, huh?
Okay. Now, how much money do you spend on clothes and swag and fashion in a month then?
Oh, okay. So I don't remember the last time I went shopping. Okay, no, actually I do. So Cyber Monday.
Cyber Monday. Of course.
Cyber Monday, I came home from work. So
Yep.
I'm filming something right now.
Okay.
It's called The Bridge 2. It's on View.
View, nice.
Yeah. And so the scenes for that period of time, we were filming them in a controlled space. So you can
Yep.
film day for night or whatever.
Yeah.
So we would be coming home at like 6 or like 7 a.m. So Cyber Monday, 7 a.m. I get in my bed and I'm like, okay, let's scroll through Instagram before you sleep.
It's 2 p.m. and you're still not asleep yet.
No. This is so I get to bed at 7 a.m. right? 7:20 I had bought the iPhone 11 Pro
Yo,
and also like 800 ringgit worth of jewelry.
what the fuck?
Cyber Monday.
Well, how much do you have to pay for your mortgage again? Wow.
Yeah.
It's okay.
No.
Must have been a good month.
No. And here's the thing, okay, like fuck you, Maxis, I love you, but fuck you. Maxis sent me, like, I was paying my bill, right, in the app, and then
Yep.
I got the notification, you are qualified for upgrade the plan and you get the iPhone 11 Pro for free. I'm like, dude, like, so my phone number is it's a new phone number. Like, I recently changed my phone number.
Okay.
So you're not, like, at like what, 3-4 months, you can't get a
Yeah.
new phone
Yeah.
without paying that whatever phone
Yeah.
down payment, right? So I'm there like, yes, bye. And I'm sitting there thinking like, shit, man, this phone is like how much? Like 11 Pro, like 7,000. I'm gonna end up paying like 8 or 9, man.
Yeah.
In
What
total, you know
the
what I
fuck?
mean?
There's a lot.
So like, yeah, sure, I'm paying it in installment, but like, let's
Yeah.
face it, you know, like you don't save X amount, you just spend.
No, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, if you didn't buy it, you'd save the full amount.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is my latest shopping and like my
Fuck, man, that's a flex, though.
Okay, but to be very fair, other than that, I don't spend money. I mean,
Everything is gifted, of course, lah, motherfucker.
Okay, but what is the most expensive item of clothing or sneakers or shoes that you've ever bought?
the most expensive item of clothing that I've ever bought is a Burberry jacket.
How much?
Yeah, it was
20 racks.
10 grand.
Ooh, that's a flex.
5 figures, there we go.
Okay.
But that one was it was actually kind of stupid because I thought, oh, I'm in Australia.
It always
I need
is.
it. No, I mean, I'm in Australia. I need
Yeah,
it.
it's cold.
cold.
Yeah.
Fuck, the trench coat is not warm enough for
Yeah.
that shit. I found out too late. Lah.
You still got a layer, like three layers inside.
But to be fair, that one I bought off of barista money. So I worked my ass off in Australia. I was a barista, worked up to head barista, save. And I mean, like, it's not that hard to get $3,000.
Yeah.
You know, and you're working, you know, you're working Sundays and everything.
Yeah.
So that is not a freelancer flex. That is actually working minimum wage in a first world country. That's that flex.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a Malay.
For sure.
Yeah. If you want to buy Burberry jackets, go do a
Burberry.
working.
Kalau barista dekat KL tak boleh lah.
Well, I want to know why his default always have to be Malay accent.
Because she's Malay, what? It's called a code switch.
Sorry, Asbaha. I'm sorry.
He hates
Sorry,
it, dude.
Asbaha.
Okay, now we talk about guys. Are you seeing anybody right now?
No.
I know it's
Okay.
fishing right here, man. I know it's
Now,
fishing.
we want to know, okay, what's a first date like with Alicia Amin? Oh, come on.
I know you.
What do you
disgusting
expect
pervert.
from a dude when he takes you out on a first date?
Are you the like I'm okay with mamak first date or not? We don't judge. Don't worry.
I am okay. First date, it has to be somewhere I don't care anywhere that has a lot of conversation. So honestly, I mean, like Mama for me is like, okay, if you really can't afford it, you really can't afford it. I don't care about money.
Okay.
You know, I really live to that, like, oh, I don't need a rich man, I am a rich man. Like, I want
Right.
to be sure, like, I want to be sure, you know, like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
vibe.
yeah.
So like, it doesn't matter to me. But obviously I wouldn't want to go somewhere too expensive on the first date because it's like, what are you flexing? You know,
Correct.
like I do
Yeah,
believe
yeah.
that if you want to go super fancy, you want to go fine dining, it's either you know, like you kind of know the person and it's kind of worth it, and you know and establish that this person is also into that.
Yeah.
Right.
But for me, it's like any mid-level or whatever, you just get to know each other, you know,
Yeah.
like, you know, you talk and like, you know, or even if you are super creative and you go, I don't know, those like ice breaking kind of activity dates. I've never,
activity dates.
I don't know.
Is that what hipsters do?
No,
that
I don't.
what
I, don't
millennials
okay,
do?
I have never been on those kind of dates.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I was in a relationship with someone for a long time. Yeah, we recently broke up.
I see.
And-
Condolences.
No. Honestly, I dodged the bullet. Yeah, it doesn't feel that way all the time, but like you look at the big picture, I dodged the bullet.
Okay, very good.
It's that
Very
kind.
good, very good.
It's that kind of that type beat.
Nice.
Yeah. So I think because I was with someone for a long time, there is a part of me that's kind of like, okay, I want to see how well I know what I like and I know what I don't like.
Yeah,
So when
yeah.
I meet someone new, I would want to, you know, check those things out. Like, okay, are they like this? Are they like that?
Yeah.
I know that's quite presumptuous. You can't do
Yeah.
that too quickly, but
Fair enough, yeah.
currently that's where I'm at. You know?
Okay.
So in terms of like what guys are wearing, you know, of course it's a fucking fashion podcast, right? What are guys wearing these days that you've gone out with on dates or whatever that you absolutely cannot stand?
Yeah.
You know, I mean, not everybody has a great sense of style or, you know, a great fashion sense. So call some motherfuckers out, man. Asmans, Abings, Apex, you know?
That, I think it's that pouch.
Machans.
That pouch, the Azman pouch.
Call them out.
What I really can't stand. Okay, I don't actually have a item or whatever, but I really can't stand a guy who doesn't know how to dress appropriately for occasion.
Yeah.
I am not a judgy or like a fussy person. Like
Yeah.
generally, like I mean, fuck man, if you want to wear not Nikes, wear lah. Like
Yeah.
I'm not gonna like hate on you for that shit.
Yep.
But
He's wearing the 3 stripes.
God
That's
damn it.
blasphemy, okay? I'm not going out with him.
What
oh
is
my
that
God.
3 stripes Prada shit?
Fuck that.
Disgusting.
I mean, no. Okay, you guys know? Do you guys know that Fila meme? The one that like you get a girl home.
The
and then,
disruptors.
like,
Yeah, disruptors there, you're out.
I'm not like that. Okay, I'm not like that. I'm not like that.
Yeah, fuck the disruptors.
She owns a pair.
Oh, fuck the
Zah,
disruptors.
do you-
Burn them.
The Filas.
Burn the Filas. Fuck the Filas. Disgusting.
Yeah, she sent me the photo. I'm like, you're fired.
She's like, what? Fire? Oh, she likes my fire. She likes my pila. Okay.
There we go.
Fair enough.
There we go. See, she knows.
She knows.
She didn't go out. She didn't go out with that person.
Good.
Good for you.
Good for you.
Yeah, but yeah, for me, it's if you don't know how to dress appropriately for like an event.
Yep.
You know, it's not whether like you have the clothes or not. Like
Yeah.
I understand that I would go to like events that might be like super fancy or whatever. But if
Yep.
if you can't fucking figure out for yourself what's appropriate, what's not appropriate, You know, I mean, because I know people who are like, yeah, they're super like punk, right? Like for example,
Yeah.
someone that does it well, like Jiman.
Yep.
Jiman, he keeps his style, he keeps his aesthetic throughout. You know, no matter how formal the event, you know, he will always have that like rock
Yep.
soul to him, but he knows what he's doing.
Right.
Yep.
You know, obviously, I can't expect everybody to have that kind of like identity
Right.
and
Yep.
also awareness.
Yep.
But I mean, dude, do not fucking come to an event that requires you to look sort of formal or like well put together and look like you baru bangun tidur. You know, like that. Like for me, that's really rude. That's disrespectful. Even
Yep.
if you want to be like, oh, like fuck fashion and like fuck the norm, like go
Yep.
against trends. Like if you look like shit and you look like you didn't put any effort,
Yeah.
then you didn't.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
right.
You know.
You tell him. You tell
Yeah,
him,
tell
girl.
him.
All right, there you go. Okay, so would you go out with a guy if he looked like shit and like is that a big deal to you?
I mean, like it depends on like I guess their personality and like how much I like them.
Personality.
And then, yeah. And
Code
then,
name for penis. Code name for penis.
hey, if it's penis, right? Like, you don't need to go out with them. You don't go out.
Yeah, you go in, bro. Fuck.
if it's just penis, why the fuck would you want to go out with them?
Exactly.
You know, like the ones that you bring out are the ones with personality, dude. Like you be seen with the personality, you know? Like you don't be seen with the
Yep.
penis.
Don't
is
press the button.
That one, no,
Don't press the button.
dude. If you are seen with the penis, that's called tangkap basah.
There you go. All right, and you know what? That wraps up. And we ended on a high point, lah. Okay?
Yeah, just because you like that.
That
Huh?
wraps up. You can't do it with no do it. Now we are at the end, literally at the end
Sadly.
of this episode. Okay, Alicia Amin. Now you already told us what your latest cop was because you recently went before you went to bed. You went and bought
fucking iPhone 11
Pro
Pro.
and all that. So we'll skip latest cop.
Some more XL.
No, we just want to say thank you so much for hanging out with us today. Thank
Yeah.
you for coming onto the pod, man.
It's been fun.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being our first ever model.
Thank you for bearing out your soul.
Hey, we are here to bear.
We are vulnerable, you know.
Say no to
some of-
toxic masculinity.
Yeah, you know.
Before you go, please plug yourself. Where can we follow you?
Be can please.
Yeah, what you do, your TV show and all that. Please.
So you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My Instagram is HANGR III. And my Twitter is Alicia Amin. I'm not that active on Twitter, but like it's still fun.
I thought you're a
Yeah.
millennial. Aren't millennials like super active in Twitter now?
Well, I hate Twitter because it's super toxic and like I don't fight with people anymore.
Yeah.
Like that much because like
That much.
Yeah.
much.
This can't be
That
asked.
Just a little bit, right?
yeah, no, just the ones that matter, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And other than that, so I'm currently working on a few projects. I'm working on The Bridge 2 that would be airing with View.
Nice.
I also have a movie coming out in March next year.
Nice.
Called Salina.
Salina.
That is directed by Raja Mukris.
Are you Salina?
No, I'm not.
She's not Salina,
I'm not
it's okay.
Salina, but you should watch it.
Okay.
And I have another movie. That one is I don't know when it's coming out yet, but I have another one. That one I'm the lead.
Wow.
It's a Singaporean production. Papahan, directed
Nice,
by Raihan
nice.
Abdul Halim. I hope
Nice.
you hear this, Raihan. And then I have another mini series that was on Snack.
Snack?
It's called Ren and Bo. So season 1 is out already. You guys can watch
Wow.
it. Season 2 we are filming and we're done next year. So it'll be out next year as well.
So she's a movie star now also. Okay, not just model,
I'm
a
working.
movie star.
I am working on it.
There you go, man.
Nice.
Yeah. So you guys, if you want to see me do my thing, you can see me there. And I'm also doing a TED Talk next year.
A
So,
TED Talk.
Wow.
Yeah.
And all this, she's only 24 years old.
24. What were you doing at 24? Masturbating.
Okay, no.
I still do.
I was getting.
No,
so you
okay,
know.
guys. Seriously.
Yeah.
You buy a property at 24, that's why you work so hard. If you didn't buy a property at 24,
Yeah,
you
it's
don't feel the
true,
need to,
actually,
you know?
very true, very
It's either
true.
you buy property or you invest in shoes or handbags.
Yeah.
You know,
Then
you
you're
invest in
forced to,
something.
right?
Yeah, you're
Fucked, yeah,
forced
yeah.
to.
Yeah, okay.
Force yourself.
You know what? Studio audience, Alicia Amin. Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Please, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Again, you can also watch us on YouTube. Search the Fashion Week Podcast. That's WEAK.
Help us get a new camera lah. I tell you, so we need a camera sponsor lah.
I know. Please, soon. Okay, the new year is coming.
Soon.
You want to send us a Christmas present? You can.
Yeah, yeah.
Smash the subscribe button. Follow us on Instagram. It's at the Fashion Week Podcast. My name is Arnold Lowe.
My name is Lucas Lau. NOTLUCHS.
Next week will be our final episode of the year.
Ever? I mean the year.
for
Sorry.
the year, yeah.
We're taking break. Taking break.
Yeah.
Christmas lah, New Year's lah.
Correct.
Chinese New Year.
Oh, yeah, Chinese New Year.
Chinese New Year as
Hey,
well.
fuck February come back.
That's Melayu, yeah. Okay. We'll see you next week before the Christmas time and the holiday season.
We don't have a guest yet, by the way.
Oh yeah, still working
You
on
want me
it.
to recommend you someone?
Hey, please, off
yeah,
air again.
off air again.
All right. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace.
The Fashion Week. The Fashion